Developmentally appropriate cognitive language literacy environments. As children learn and develop, access to print-rich environments and contact with adults who model and respond to children's oral and written messages continue to be important and be a way that learning is strengthened. When planning a literacy-rich environment, educators should consider the following key questions. Do the materials and tools provided contain print? Do they provide opportunities to interact with and produce print? Does the environment facilitate social interactions as well as emergent writing and reading? A literacy-rich environment should also take into account the cultural and linguistic diversity in the classroom. This could be supported through text in different languages, opportunities for children to speak their home language, and environmental print in a variety of relevant community languages. It's really important that the teacher be aware of these 5 predictors of early literacy and be able to think about them. You want to be able to sort through them through the lens of these 5 predictors throughout the day. If children have a lot of rich experiences in these 5 areas, they will learn to read and write with more ease. How you will know when your appropriate language and literacy environment supports the development of reading and writing. So we have the 3 different categories: reading, writing, language, and vocabulary. And what does this look like? For reading, children will enjoy looking at books. They will listen to story while looking at pictures. They'll know about concepts, about print. They'll recognize their name, begin to learn letter sounds and associations. They can segment spoken words into onset and rhyme and attempt to sound out words. So similarly, you can look through this page and understand if your environment is supporting writing. Children will start to scribble, make lines and circles, draw faces, write their own name. They understand that writing has purpose and practice making letters like forms and attempt to write words and phrases using invented spelling. For vocabulary and language development, your literacy-rich environment provides children to demonstrate steady increase of new vocabulary, enjoying learning to understand and use new words, and that children can define and discuss the meaning of words. Creating a literacy-rich environment provides children with opportunities to explore and use literacy throughout their daily routines and play. The literacy-rich environment is organized so that spaces and the experiences that take place within them promote children's engagement in literacy experiences. Educators should consider environmental print, furniture placement, and the setting up of literacy-rich social dramatic play areas, as well as reading and writing areas. Environmental print plays a particularly important role in stimulating children's emergent reading and writing skills. It provides authentic opportunities to develop children's understanding of symbols and that these symbols contain a message. Environmental print can also be used as a tool for educators to scaffold children's emergent skills by drawing their attention to it in their environment and using it for functional purposes. For example, labels on their bag hooks. Functionality and authenticity are important characteristics of a literacy-rich environment. Educators can create an environment that is both functional and authentic by understanding children's interests and everyday routines, and then embedding the components of a literacy-rich environment within these elements. Right? So you might do a taste test and then have a graph about which apple did you like the best. You might label different going up the stairs, like, is it with the numbers? Is it a rhyme that you do as you step up? And then even within the bathroom area, you can allow, it's just like some adults use reading in the bathroom. Children who need to sit there for a bit might want to explore different literacy posters on the wall. So all different areas can be used for literacy enrichment. The setup of the environment itself is important, however. The use of instructional support to develop children's literacy knowledge is essential. So the principle in integrated teaching and learning approach is, yes, you set up the environment, but the use of instructional support needs to be intentional. You need to understand, why are you doing what you're doing in your classroom always, right? And so it also applies to setting up a literacy-rich environment. When setting up the environment, some important components to consider include inviting reading areas where children can enjoy books independently or with others. And these should be both indoors and outdoors. A literacy-rich environment provides children with opportunities to use elements of literacy in functional ways. The provision of libraries or reading areas support children to enjoy reading independently or with others. It is also important that these areas are inviting so that children are drawn to the area. This may be achieved through the inclusion of cozy surroundings, regularly adding new books, and providing a wide range of choice of literature. Experiences that support writing and drawing through dramatic play, science, technology, engineering, arts, and technology are experiences that need to be provided throughout the literacy-rich classroom. You can see these pictures show inside and outside. Every learning activity that you develop should have a literacy element to it, whether it's books that support the topic, whether it's vocabulary cards in your writing center, or even in block center. One student I have in her block center has a permanent, I guess it would be kind of a book. She created a class book, but it's where children can plan the structures they're going to build. And they also, I think she includes in the book like graph paper, so they can do some type of blueprint. And then she said that after children draw in this book and then they go and build what they want to build, other children come and they look at other children's blueprint and they say, oh, I can draw that. And so it's a way to use print in the block area. So the next part, I'm going to stop here and do a part B so that I don't run out of time on my YouTube video. But we're going to talk about what a print-rich classroom looks like in K through third grade. It's really important as we're studying language and literacy in early childhood that we remember it's not just the pre-K classroom, but it extends through third grade. So see you on our next video.